Hi everybody, this is methlokaiju, and today we're discussing about some brand new Kong Skull Island information. Now this news is pretty old. This is from April 2nd. Today is the 6th of April. So it is pretty old, but this is mainly about King Kong himself. And as you can tell, obviously this information will also transfer to Godzilla vs. Kong, which will be hitting theater 2020, which I really cannot wait. And obviously, this transfers to Godzilla vs. Kong because, well, obviously both are in the same universe. So, I mean, both Kong Skull Island and Godzilla 2014. But basically, the information is that King Kong, or excuse me, Kong Skull Island, like the actual movie, might be like a blood relative to Godzilla 2014. What do I mean by that? Well, basically, I mean that King Kong is going to be like a force of nature, just like in Godzilla 2014, which is pretty different from the 1933 King Kong and the 2005 Kong, stuff of that sort. So yeah, pretty different change. So this information was revealed in a site called the Daily Beast, from what I'm reading right here. And basically, they had an interview with Tom Hiddleston. They basically asked him, how's the movie gonna be like? What are your thoughts on the movie? Was it fun being with the actor? Stuff of that sort. And basically, this is an excerpt from the interview. So this is what Tom Hiddleston says, which actually is going to be one of the main, or if not the main actor of the movie. I believe he plays like a scientist or something of that sort that goes to this island. So yeah, I will give you the actual plot of the movie just for you guys. If you guys don't know, for I can give you that. For I can give you guys that information. Anyhow, this is what he says. It's cool. It's gonna be new this time. Khan wants a change to play a heroic protagonist, having never really played that role before in a massive movie. And Jordan's vision for it, which I'm pretty sure Jordan is the actual director. Jordan's vision for it is really unique, completely different time period, different story, and Khan like you've never seen him before. There's no young movie actress. There's no film director. It's a reimagining of it. So from that excerpt, maybe it's gonna be maybe it might not even be a prequel or a sequel or anything of that sort. It might actually be like a complete reboot. I mean, they could actually be exaggerating or something. Tom Hiddleston could be exaggerating, or maybe trying to throw off some fans off. Just for they cannot know the entire story. But you never know. Let's see, what does it say right here? Choosing a new path. Also, it does say that it'll be like kind of like you've never seen him before. So maybe that means that he's not gonna be a hero or protagonist. He might instead be like an anti-hero. Maybe you never know. Okay, here's another excerpt from Tom Hiddleston's interview. There's a little extra social commentary, but it feels fresh. The myth behind it is more about the necessity of man's humility in the face of nature. We keep thinking we can build a better world than nature. I'm not sure that we can. So this is very similar to Godzilla 2014 because it's basically about humans, I guess, changing up and bothering nature. So, that's kind of basically what Tom Hiddleston is saying, which basically means King Kong, he is there, or in this movie, King Kong is not some object that's going to be used for a circus for money. He literally has to do something with, nature and, stuff of that sort. So, I mean, I don't think he's going to be that, nature's balance, because obviously that goes to Godzilla. So I wonder where King Kong could be. He might be, like, the villain. Like, just imagine if he's a villain, which I kind of doubt, but you never know. But yeah, it's pretty interesting, right? I guess. Let me see. I kind of want to see what happens here. Or cut some form of belts and more of monsters. Okay. Now let's go to some other information. I think this is a little minor. Let me see. Oh wait. Okay. Soul Island. Okay. Okay. Another thing that Tom Hiddleston said, which is actually the news that I was talking about that was like 1 hour ago. Anyhow, it says right here, quote unquote from Tom Hiddleston. I don't want to spoil too much, but it's a whole new reconception of the mythology. This is basically the plot right here that I'm about to say. So if you do not want to know the plot, then I guess this is a spoiler alert. Anyhow, it says It essentially follows a group of disparate travelers and explorers and soldiers who travel to an undiscovered island in the South Pacific. And it's set in a time period when you can conceive that there are still undiscovered places on the Earth. What they find on the island is surprising, and then every character has a very different response to it. It's going to be spectacular and epic, but it also has uh, human drama, but also the human drama is kind of interesting as well. So yeah, very. Sorry about that noise. That's a pathetic motorcycle. But yeah, very interesting information. So yeah, reconception of the mythology. So that is very interesting. Um, so yeah, it's definitely not gonna be based off the 1933 Kong, which is basically the basis for like every single Kong movie that has been released, except for King Kong Returned and stuff of that sort. So yeah, very interesting, very different structure it seems like. So yeah, and it seems that possibly I am pretty sure this movie will have nothing to do with the city. I mean, there could be stuff with the city. I mean, there has to be like maybe you know. Maybe Tom Hiddleston departing from the city and going to the island or something, something of that sort. So yeah. Very interesting information. Just wanted to get this information out. So yeah, pretty interesting. So yeah, King Kong, force of nature. That's pretty interesting. Also, King Kong will be, Godzilla's side, just in case you were wondering. But that basically all for this video. Please tell me down below what are your thoughts on King Kong being a force of nature. But that basically all for this video. More subscribe, like, and comment. This is methlokaiju signing out.